All right. Thank you for being well, you're not here. That's how I usually start virtual meetings. But anyway, hey, how y'all doing? Let me start all over. Good morning, good evening, or um how you doing? Brian Smith here with Let In, and I just wanted to explain some things in order for Lit In to be a success this summer. Um, and I just want to explain the processes in which has been required by JCPS this year. So, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for working with us in the past, for your patience, for sure, and just willing providing programming access to our kids for our kids who may or not have otherwise had a pleasant summer. But let me get straight to the point. Um, of why I'm sending out this care video. You know, I use you would get care packages if you're in the military or if you're in college or just away. Well, this is a care video. Um, this summer we are doing workshops, doing our program before Backpack League or before JCPS's program because I know they're renaming it this summer, and we're hoping to land somewhere between June 2nd and June 13th, which would be a total of 10 days. Now, of course, right now it's what is it? It's January 27th, and we've had snow and ice and all of that stuff, and so we hadn't got to February, right? But those are the dates that we're kind of contingent on or anticipating having. So but you see the statement there. The classes will be 90 minutes, 25 students, third, fourth, and fifth grade. And then I have highlighted here must have contract. So check this out while I'm presenting. I think you can see my mouse because I'm recording. Um, so there's some things that we need, and I want to explain the process of it. So one major thing is the coverage of insurance for like I believe it's like $1 million in liability. Um, to to um to service kids, right? Um yeah. So that's the first one. So check that out if you haven't already. Please get that as soon as possible. Now, whenever you get the certificate holder, put Board of Education, oh excuse me, Board of Education of Jefferson County, attention insurance, real estate, so on and so forth, just like this here, because this is the way that they want to see the proof of insurance, or which is legal, and I'll refer to them throughout this presentation. They'll send it back and ask for adjustments and all of that stuff, and it will prolong the process. Um, so, second, I'm gonna need a tax federal ID number. Um, I wouldn't feel comfortable sending my social security, but I'm me, so you can be comfortable with me. But if you're not comfortable, because I wouldn't be comfortable, send that federal tax ID number so I can put that on a contract. And I want to explain the process why I'm asking for this thing in the forefront to front load this information. Number three, of course, an invoice Monday through Fridays, June 2nd through June 13th. That'll be 10 days, 90 minutes per day. So that's what your invoice will be for because that's what we're shooting for. Um, like I said, we want to have lit in camp so that our babies can have the option of actually attending JCPS's summer program as well and get the additional help. Um, a signed addendum. Now, your signed addendum or the addendum, if you're not familiar, it's gonna look like this, just this little square piece of paper right here. You just sign the front line, the top line right here, and then this line where it says signature of title contract here, and then you can date it. The rest you just leave blank, and then just send that back in. Um, Now I have a statement here. Right here, so I'm gonna read it. It is imperative that the contract process begins now, as in like right now. You're seeing this. Begin this now to mitigate internal delays. If you are available for June 2nd through June 13th, that program, please provide aforementioned information. Please contact me if you have any questions. Now, the way the contract flows. Now, forgive me if there's any errors here because I kind of wanted to summarize the process. Um, you send me the request requested information, tax ID, invoice, proof of liability insurance, addendum. You send it to me. Well, I'll send it to you. You send it to me. I fill out the contract, like your name information, your tax ID information, and all of this stuff, and I put together like a file. I then send that information to legal, who approves the language. So it's not like you're giving me, like I'm giving you a contract, you give it to me, and then we're done. No, I then send that body of work to legal, who approves the language. Now that's necessary because I know for sure that uh, we're not transporting kids. You're not transporting kids. So I know the there's a auto insurance transferring clientele clause that could be that's going to be omitted, and then there's something else that gets omitted too, because you're not driving kids back and forth. So legal will do that, and then they'll send it back to me when they say, okay, we like the body of the contract. um Information is clear, all the lines. Remember that insurance holder thing that I showed you? I'm gonna scroll right back up here real quick. That's exactly how they want that. If that's not exactly looking like that, then they will reject it, and that will prolong the process. So they'll send it to me and say, okay, get signatures. There's been times where they give me signatures and they say, we want this to be returned right back and within a day or the next business day or 2 days or whatever. And then there's been times where they hand it to me and they were able to, they didn't put a rush on it for whatever reason. Maybe it's the approval date of the board, or Dr. Polio schedule, or however. Um, so then I send you the approved contract. You get it, you sign it, you send it back to me, do it digitally, whatever, send it back to me. I then send that contract. Uh, and as long as there aren't any errors or changes, that maybe they missed something or whatever, they may require the contract to come back to me, to come to you, because they had to they had to change a word or a sentence or something on it, or strike something out. Um, then you'll have to sign it again to show that you received it. Then you send it back to me. Then I send it back into legal. So this process can be slow, arduous. Um, Sometimes it's right off back. Sometimes it's not. But if you start the process now, uh, and this is why I'm explaining to you the flow, because it's not like I have a contract, I give it to you, you give it back to me, I hand it to somebody, and we're done. I have to get it set up first. Then you sign it, and I sign it and all of that or whatever. So anyway, hopefully this helps for you to, to clear up any questions you may have about the process. Like I said, this is definitely uh, what has been required as of this year, 24, 25. And thank you for your time. All right. Thoughts or questions, feel free to email me. Some of you actually have my cell phone number, text. I'll get back with you as soon as possible. And let's just make this work, right? Let's get to it. Oh, I will say this as well. If you do not have that insurance, that $1 million liable insurance, between me and you, that should affect your rates, right? All right. Anyway, all right. Thank you so much for your time, and talk to you soon.